Hi guys, welcome back to Her on Pal. Yes, I know it's been a damn while before we interacted, shared a lot. But guys, today I come with a lot of goodies and intriguing stories to share with you guys and to learn from. And in my new episode of my season 2, we are going to talk about dating in 2024. Well, I decided on this specific topic because, we all trying to be happy and to find love in one way or another. And today with me, I have a very good friend of mine. We have come way back from high school, and until now, we're still really nice friends. And I'll let her introduce herself. Hi.
Hello, Val.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Lauren Afandi. I am a graduate from the Technical University of Kenya. I am a mental health enthusiast, and I am a model. I'm a whole person, and a whole person experiences life, and I experience life, and I'm just glad to be here today. Thank you so much for
Oh my
hosting
God.
me.
No. Actually, it's my pleasure. I'm like really, really glad having you here. It's been a while. We've been planning for this for how long?
I
Ah,
know, two
I
months.
know, 2 months. We've been planning this whole thing for 2 months. And everyone has been like, did you stop recording? No, guys, I was just like waiting. It was cooking, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today we are talking about dating in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know
Such
this.
a topic.
I know. I mean, I was like, a lot of people right now trying to like find love from like everywhere. People are struggling with this dating thing. Not okay, not love and all, dating and love, this whole thing. Don't know what to call it. And I was like, why don't you like talk about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good topic.
I mean, I don't know about you all. Personally, I don't know. Because tell me about yourself and what you think. Do you think, like, why do you think it's hard to find a partner in 2024?
I won't really say it's hard.
Mm.
I'd say that most of us are looking for some specific things, some specific qualities in the partners that we are looking to have. And most of the time, we don't find everything in one person, like all
I mean, but
things in
okay,
one
the fact
person.
that we don't find, let's say, a specific thing, does that mean they like don't qualify? If they don't have like, okay, you probably like you want 10 qualities in a person, and he or she only has like 8 or 7. Does that mean they don't qualify for you guys to date?
That depends. People are different.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
personally, I think people should be given a chance to learn, because we most of the time we judge people on our first impression of who they are. But when you get to learn someone, to know someone and to learn about them, we realize that they are probably even more than we
Yeah,
expected.
yeah,
So we need
true.
to learn to give people a chance, learn to know someone for a while before just jumping into the relationship thing, because
Yeah.
that is why most of the relationship probably don't last.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays people have like a blueprint, for, let's say, for ladies, they're like, my man has to like have money, he has to be driving, he has to be this and this. I have a list, and I'll be like, check, check, check. And for men, probably they'll be like, my woman has to be beautiful, he has to like have big ass and all
I
that.
know.
You're like, they also have the what they're looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think like when it comes to that, they're like, oh no, he doesn't have this, ni. And especially in 2024, where like it's more of like physical for us, more than how you feel about someone emotionally and psychologically and mentally.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also think if you want a kind person, are you kind? if you want a loving person,
True, you
are
attract
you
what you
loving?
are.
Exactly,
You
you
attract
attract
what you
who you
are.
are. So you can't expect people to be angels and you're not one yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to be realistic about relationships. We need to be able to.
Yeah, actually, at that part of being realistic, we have to like have realistic standards.
Yeah.
We have to be so realistic with ourselves. Like, I mean, we're not like in Disney World where we want like you want your prince charm and my man has to be like
Yeah.
this and all that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So people, we just should be realistic. You need to be the person that you want. You need to reflect something to the world, and it will give you the same. They say
Back.
good things come around.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're good, you'll definitely get a good person. And also we need to be to go slow, because sometimes we just want to have something all of a sudden, and things get there. Things take time.
Yeah,
You
true.
can't be rich in one day.
Okay.
It's the same way you can't have a relationship in just a day.
Okay. Okay, so talking of social media and all that, I feel like social media has got some influence, in this dating relationship of today. Like literally, we everyone right now is in the net. You probably on Instagram, TikTok, looking at how that people live their life and all that. So, what can you say about that?
I think social media is the elephant in the room, because most of us find our partners on social media,
Yeah,
if not outside.
also through apps,
Yeah,
the
through
dating
apps.
apps and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think social media plays the biggest role, because first of all, it's where most of the people meet, because most of us are busy with life. We
Yeah,
probably don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
the time to go out and meet new people, so we do that on social media at the comfort
Yeah,
of our homes.
especially in this era.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not like before where people used to like in the 90s, in the 80s, where people like used to meet physically and be like, they talk it out, and all that.
Yeah.
Nowadays things are different.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, okay, in as much as people are meeting nowadays mostly on social media, it also has got some influence in how we view this whole dating thing.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, can we like say it brings does it add more pressure into the dating spectrum, or is it like an opportunity on how to better ourselves when it comes to dating?
Yeah, I think with social media comes the negative effects and the positive effects. So when it comes to the positive side, of course, we see things on social media. Maybe we see a couple, a certain couple in social
Yeah.
media, and you're like, damn, I'd love to be like them, or I'd love to have such a life. So
Yeah.
it's all about how we perceive it. Are we getting something from it, or we're just peer pressured into relationships?
Yeah, because I feel like people always like, oh, her man got her that, or her woman did her
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
did his that, and like I also need that. I also need to feel like that. I want to be like them.
Yeah.
I'd want the same. So it's more of like nowadays. I feel like there's more comparison with the social media.
Yeah. I think peer pressure is very like real on social media.
True.
Because I'd see someone, maybe they went for a vacation somewhere, and I know pretty well my partner doesn't necessarily have the money, or I don't have the money to do that.
Yeah,
but
they probably saved for it.
Yeah.
Or loaned.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
you don't know how people get money
Yeah,
out here.
they say that most of the time on social media we
Yeah.
have to know what to take and what not to take.
True.
Yeah, you can't just be a victim of peer pressure on social media, because things on the ground are really different.
Okay.
So I won't show you the hard part. I won't show you
Yeah,
the
true.
pain.
You'll want me to see the
Yeah.
I'm enjoying life.
Yeah.
This is what is happening in my life. No one, of course, will go out there posting their problems and how.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you need to know, as much as you're seeing the good side, know there's also the bad side, the pain side, the hard side, and all that. So before copying or before trying to emulate people on social media, try to figure out, is this the real deal, or we're just getting the flashy side and not the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you like say like that is one of the biggest challenges people people face when dating in 2024? Is it the comparison part, or like are there other challenges that people face while dating in 2024?
I think the comparison part is part of it, but I don't think it's the main problem. The main problem is the people problem, the two of you. First of all, most of the time we find partners, as we talked earlier, on how they look, and we forget on the most important part, the emotional part.
True.
And also how they think, because if our thinking is not
Doesn't align.
it's not aligning, and if maybe we have different
goals,
different goals, and the outcomes we're looking out of that relationships are different, then definitely the relationship won't even last longer, or if it lasts, it will be full of, I don't know, pain. You people will be hurting each other left, right, and center.
I think there also has to be understanding, and people need to know, like, this is what I'm looking for in a partner, and you tell each other, like, okay, this is what I want, and you say what you want, and you see, like, if we are going to, like, do this, then fine, we are on board. But thing is not people communicating. I think one of also like communication. People don't communicate enough, and they're not honest with each other.
Yeah, I think a relationship that's based on lies, it won't really work, because I believe as much as we want people to find us attractive, and we want them to find us like really glamorous and all that, we need to tell them the truth, tell them what we want, what are we looking for in this relationship. Are we seeing it long term, or we just want it for a short time? Do we want an open
true,
and all that?
This actually brings me to a question I've been thinking hard about. Is hookup culture harming or helping modern relationships? Like right now I feel like there's this hookup culture that's like rampant everywhere. People are not even afraid to be asking for hookups. Would you say people are becoming too casual about sex? I mean, like people nowadays have the guards, honestly. Like someone can come into your DM and be like, how much? And you're like, really? Or like, are you free for a hookup? And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. What do you mean?
The audacity. Yeah, I think
the audacity.
Yeah, I think it's really rampant at the moment. People are all in for fun and nothing long lasting. People are all in for fun and nothing emotional. They say people are trying to
not get hurt.
Not get hurt or not get attached to people.
Yeah, I feel like people are scared.
Yeah, and I think we are human. We need the attachment. It's really important. We need to feel loved. We need to really feel it. And in this day and time, I think I think that's why it's really hard to get a partner or get into a relationship, because maybe I'd be looking for, like, I need someone to attach myself emotionally to. I need to be able to feel secure, and maybe the other person
is to feel loved,
and maybe the other person is just looking like to hook up and go to another person or another thing. So I think at the end of it all, it's all about communication. At first, did you talk about what you were looking forward to?
I'm like, okay, fine, it's okay if you want to hook up, but you don't need to lie about it.
Tell me the truth.
Tell me, like, this is what you want. If I'm okay with it, then fine, we can hook up. If I don't,
not, then well and good. Look for another person.
Yeah, true. Because I feel like nowadays someone might want to hook up. I mean, that's the only thing they'd want, but they won't be so clean about it.
They won't come out
like a hit and run.
Exactly.
Which I think I hate it. I mean, I really hate it if someone did that to me.
So I think people should communicate. Like, ask me what I want, or tell me what you want, and then I'll tell you if I'm okay with it or not.
Exactly. And with that said, there's also the value of sexual affairs to people. Like, I feel like, I mean, why do you think people find the need to like have an affair or have multiple partners behind their partner's back. Like I feel like nowadays, especially okay, tuseme tu ukweli, in Nairobi, you don't know if your partner is yours alone. Hey, truth be told. Truth be exactly. Hey, ule anakupea na pia mwingine. So like I feel like you can't really be sure. Like, yo, this is my partner, Evo.
Well, I think it's all about trust. Trust and communication. Because if in the beginning you communicated about something, what you needed and what you're looking forward in this relationship, and then I think this thing hata kama ikitokea hapo katikati, I think
it wouldn't be a shock.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a shock. And also when it comes to trust, I believe you just have to trust them, because when you start really not trusting them, I think that's when you now start to find out or figure out some things about them that you really find suspicious. And when suspicion comes in, then when there is no trust, then the other person will say like, okay, you don't trust me, fine, I'll do what you think I'm doing, even if I had not even thought of doing it. So we just need to try and trust our partners.
I also think it's also about communication, because you see Bien is with Chiki, and he came out and said he wants like an open relationship from the word go.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, fine, I want you, but I'm also open to this. So you either take it, this is what I want, or you either accept
or just
it or
don't get into it.
Yeah, true.
So that we don't end up hurting each
and
other.
In as much as like people are controversial about it, but you see, I feel like he's being real.
Yeah.
That is what he wants.
Exactly.
And that is what like people should be. Okay, not that I'm trying to say at now we say we want open but if you're coming to me and be like, okay, I want you, this is what I want with you, I want to be dating with you, and then now you're going into it, honestly, how do you expect me to react to that? How should I feel?
True. People are never specific about what they want, and that's what brings issues in relationships later on.
But I'm glad like a lot of people are like coming up and saying this is what I want.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. I mean, of course, with the polarized society, but things are changing.
Yeah.
2024, like a lot of things are changing.
And things are gonna change like
drastically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in the coming years, a lot of things are going to be very different.
Yeah, and also it depends on you personally.
Yeah.
What, like, apart from what you want, what do you identify as?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you find you in a certain relationship and then you're like, damn, I don't think I like this. So you just went there to try and the other person was all in. Then it leads to a lot of heartbreaks and pain.
Yeah. So speaking of multiple partners and the whole affair issues, there is also this issue of privacy and transparency. Yeah. Oh my God. I've been wanting to talk about this for so long.
I think I'm always a culprit in literally every relationship. I'm like,
you're always the culprit.
Not really the culprit, but in
the one who causes.
Yeah, the one that like wonders, do I need to share my passwords or should
really?
It be?
And I think I'm the absolute different, because I'm like, if we are in a relationship, we should share everything. I mean, come on. Yeah. If we are going to do everything.
Lover girl. All right.
Yes. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Probably that's something lover girls and lover boys have, or me personally, because I'm almost thinking I'm not from this world. Because I mean, I'm always like, if we're going to do everything, what's there for you to keep? I mean, my thoughts.
Well, that makes sense.
My thoughts. That so I'm like, how much privacy should be allowed in a relationship? Like, are we allowed to like share all our passwords and content in our phones? Like, I mean, with your partner?
I think it's not even an issue of is it allowed. It's an issue.
Should it be allowed? Like, should it be, should it be normal?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not an issue of is it allowed. It's an issue of is it comfortable. Am I comfortable doing this? That's it. It just rotates back to communication.
Also, we need to communicate about this.
First. You don't just wake up one day and ask, "Where's your password?"
But then I think it narrows down to what people believe in. Okay, we might love each other and all that, but
Yeah.
we want the same thing. But you like, it goes without saying for you that you need your personal space,
Yeah.
as you said.
Yeah.
And on my side, I'm like, no, if we're doing this, I need to know everything about you, know your passwords and all that, for transparency. I mean, we are now one. Okay, even if we're not married yet. I mean, we should obviously be dating for marriage or whatever reason. I don't know. We'll come to that. So yeah.
I think it's all up. It's the people should just be okay, when we are doing this now, okay, now we've agreed we're doing this. There are some things that not necessarily rules, but there are things that
then said rules.
Like okay, we're going to share this and this, and when it comes to this,
there's boundaries.
Yeah, you need to set boundaries. It doesn't matter whether you're in a relationship or you're out of a relationship. You need to have your own boundaries so that the other person respects them.
But if you're in a relationship and of course you have nothing to hide, what do you say about that?
Yeah, if you need to trust me. Most of the time,
it's all about trust.
Yeah, if you tell me, okay, give me my password, and I'm like, okay, fine, or I'm like, nah, why do you want my password? Yeah, so first of all, if you're asking for a password, I need to know your intentions, because you don't trust me. Maybe that's why you want to know what I'm doing on my phone, or you're just doing it for the sake of.
I mean, what if he or she's just like, can I have your phone? And of course you need to like open your phone.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
The partner,
yeah, like I'll be free. I'll have it. I'll put my fingerprint on my face recognition, and there you have my phone. So you should just trust each other, because if I trust you, I'll just give you my phone. There will be no issue.
Okay, so it's all about trust.
It's all about trust.
Okay, and I feel like with trust, the transparency and it all comes naturally.
Yeah, and it should be like a two-way thing.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be you just expect me to do this and do that and do the other thing, and you don't. So if I'm giving you my password, can I have yours?
Because probably you can, like, you have your boundaries, but then you're not hiding anything.
Exactly.
It doesn't necessarily mean you're hiding anything.
So you need to understand the person. You need to understand the other person. What if they love their boundaries and they love their space? Then you respect that. If you're not comfortable with it, talk to them. See if they can maybe I don't know, blur the boundaries a little for you. Yeah.
Okay. So before I forget, recently a friend of mine, I won't say her name, but a friend of mine recently went for a date with this guy, and they went to this posh restaurant in Westlands. And she was like so excited about this. She was like, "Oh, but this new guy."
Posting everywhere.
Yeah, and no, she called me. She actually called me before she went. She was like, "Oh, I met this new guy online," and she was very excited. She's going to this new restaurant she's been wanting to try for so long, and she was like, I can't wait to tell you how it went and all that. Then I was so happy for her, but then after like it was a dinner. So I was like waiting for her to tell me how it all went in the morning, of course, the next day. So while at around, I think 11, she calls me and she's like,
next day,
11 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she calls me and she's like, "Hey, how much do you have on you?" I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, so this guy pays for, okay, like we go to this restaurant and then we had like dessert, all that. It was a posh restaurant, so obviously it's expensive. And they had the meal, they were done, and they were talking and all that. So I think they had like a disagreement. The guy wanted for them to like go to his place afterwards, and the girl was like, "No, this was just like a date. We get to talk and
know each other,
and then that's it." So she wanted like, okay, apparently she didn't even have like a cab money.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, because it's getting late, and the guy is like nagging him to go nini and all that, and she was getting frustrated. It's just so, the guy had promised to drop her back home. I mean, it's at night,
Now
and
things are changing.
yeah, now things are changing. And she was like, the Uber right now is like twice as it was during the daytime, and she's less with her cash. And okay, of course, I helped out the way, I helped out on how I could, but I was like, damn, like, do people always like, okay, for guys nowadays, I don't know about women, but is it necessarily that when you go out on a date, you need to like pay back, I mean, in a way or the other? Or does the guy always feel the need, like, because I'm paying for this now, I'm entitled to get something in return?
Okay, so I think
or should like the girls like just be like, okay, fine, if then we're going, I'll pay for it? But then I don't think that's the case.
No, I think when you're going for a date, especially the first date with someone you've never met before, maybe you met online and stuff, you've been communicating online. I think if it's the first date, you need to go prepared with your own money. It doesn't matter whether or not the other party is paying.
Yeah, because you never know.
Yeah, because you never know. You don't want to be left there stranded, and you start calling your whole group of friends and your family trying to ask for help. So I think to avoid such instances, you just need to, when you know you're going on a date, when you know you're going out, carry your own cab money, carry your own at least money that in case the other party doesn't pay, or if they had promised to pay and they don't pay, you're not stranded. Just pay your thing and you go home, and that's the end of it. You don't even communicate again, because these are the kinds of people that they live in trouble.
I mean, especially right now, I feel like right now, I don't know if it's about masculinity or whatever it is, but I know like men are naturally providers. They should like, I mean, you're taking that girl on a date. You, of course, want to get to know her. Of course, it's mutual, but as a man, why don't you, like, just pay for the date? Like, come on.
Yeah, that can work.
I mean, some people, like, are on board with that.
Yeah.
But some people want to go 50-50. But I always say it depends. You communicate on what you want.
Exactly.
Like, if you come and, I mean, we've been talking and you want, and you say, like, this is the kind of guy I want. I want 100%, who provides 100%, who gets my nails done, hair, and all that. Then go find that guy.
Yeah.
And for a guy, go and find a lady who will go 50-50 with you.
Or will be able to pay their own bill. So you just need to communicate. But I guess like the most important point here, carry your own cash when you're going for first dates. Because you don't want the embarrassment, because you would be embarrassed.
But honestly speaking, I don't think right now in this era, ladies want to be taken care of.
Yeah, they do, but they also need to be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah,
it starts with you. You can't expect other people to take care of you, and you can't take care of yourself. You can't expect people to take you on posh restaurants, and you've never been there. So you get there, you don't even know how to use a fork and knife. You start spilling food everywhere. So let's try to take care of ourselves first.
I think men look at you and see what you're made of, and then like they put you in exactly where you need to be.
Exactly where you belong. So take care of yourself. Go take yourself out. Learn.
But I wouldn't say that entirely, because some men just don't know how to treat ladies, honestly speaking. Some men are just like, yako tu hapo, hata hajui date ni nini, hata akupeleki out.
Ndume suruali or something they call that.
Yeah, you tumpe skirt. No.
Yeah, that's true.
So having said all this, having talked about trust, transparency, the whole social media thing, communication, what would you say, at what point do most dating relationship end?
I think there are several things to consider. When the relationship is no longer safe, when there are a lot of fighting and physical abuse and emotional abuse. Exactly. A relationship won't last longer if these things happen. And if a relationship is no longer transactional for other people that feel like, you know what,
and you need to give me this and need to give you.
If you don't have anything else to give me, then I don't think I want to stay in this relationship. Or rather, if there are no like if you don't no longer trust each other.
And also bored, honestly. Right now in this
Exactly.
era,
People
you might
get
find,
bored.
yeah, people get bored and be like, no, I'm getting bored.
I think I want someone else or
Some
something else.
excitement.
Yeah. If
That
the
is so
excitement
sad,
is no
though.
longer there, then
That is so sad.
is it? I don't think so. If
What? I mean, it's so sad because how many relationships will you get into for you to like finally be like, oh, fine?
Okay,
Because
so
you'll always get bored.
it's a
honestly
question
speaking.
like, have you tried to make it less boring? If you haven't done anything, then
Are you getting like
that's really unfair for the other. So talking about getting bored, this is a reality. Things happen. People are like wake up one day and they're like, no, I don't think I want this anymore. It's boring. But there are things you can do for your relationship to
be exciting?
yeah, to make it exciting, to make it way more fun. Like the moment people start dating, they forget about going out for dates.
Oh, and I always say it. Like never like okay, sanile chalia shakupata ama you've gotten what you want. Now you don't think it's important to take your girl out. You don't think probably surprise her with gift.
Yeah. The things you did before you got her or before you got him, continue doing them even after you're in a relationship. Why do you think we have relationships that goes 10, 20 years?
Even 30
years.
Even
marriages
40.
that go for a lifetime and they still like love each other. We need to learn to keep the fire burning.
Because I always say like
do surprises.
Always tell her you love her or him.
Yeah, tell them you love them. Do all these things that people who are trying to date each other do. I think this is one of the way to keep your romance.
I don't
going.
think there's anyone who wouldn't want to be like to feel loved every time and be told they are loved. And be surprised.
It's not all about sex and I don't know what other thing you do apart from sex, because relationship is not it doesn't surround sex. Okay, sex is part of it. That's why it's called making love and stuff. But you need to make it way more fun. And I've mentioned some of the things.
I mean, if it's all about sex, that's literally something you can get from anyone.
From anywhere. Yeah. Then why are you in that relationship to begin with? Yeah.
With that said, what advice would you give for navigating the dating world in this era right now in 2024?
Just be honest. Be honest with how you're
feeling.
The word go. Exactly, from the word go. How you're feeling, what you want, what are you looking forward to, all these things. Be honest. Communicate about them. I think that is the most basic and most important thing.
That is true.
Yeah. And then...
Because some people will be like, I need someone to take care of me.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, fine, I can take care of you.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
It's transactional, of course, but they both want it.
Yeah, exactly.
I need love. I need Nini.
So be clear on what you want from the word go. And the next thing, trust. Like nothing lasts without trust. Like the greatest relationships always work with trust. You trust your partner. You trust them in like every way. Trust them with how they're feeling. Trust them with your life and all that, because if you trust them, then you can't expect trust if you don't give trust. So learn to trust.
Yeah, it has to be both ways.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those are the most 3 important things. So communication, be clear on what you want, trust, and make it fun. Don't let the fire
make it fun.
Die. Yeah, have fun. Continue doing the things you used to do in the beginning of your relationship. So I think that is what I can say.
Okay, guys, so having heard what Lorraine has said and learned from it, I hope you've picked up something that you're going to use, that is going to help you later on or right now. So let me hear from you guys at the comment section and give your views on what you think and what you think we can add on or talk about in our next episode. With that, thank you for listening to me, my loves. Until another next banger episode that you don't want to miss. Bye.